Like leet, short for elite. LOL, sorry, I'll try to take it easy on you since it's your first day. But don't worry, you'll be a gamer girl in no time.
TY. I appreciate that. A gamer girl. I like the sound of that. I also like chatting with Sir Leo. It was as if I had just met a new friend. Something I hadn't managed to do in nearly a month of attending Hannah Dustin, I might add. So glad Dad got me the game for my birthday.
One rule, though.
Question mark?
Don't think this is dorky, but if we're going to adventure together, we've got to roleplay. ...
Roleplay?
Yeah, like, keep in character. Like, you're actually Alora. You need to give her a personality. What she's like, where she comes from, why she's decided to go adventuring, etc.
Okay.
You think I'm a total geek, don't you? ROFL.
No, not at all. I think it's a cool idea, actually.
Sir Leo smiles. Okay then, let's give it a try. Sir Leo bows. Good evening, young maiden. I fear you may be lost in these here woods. Art thou in need of my assistance, mayhap?
Aye, good and noble knight. I am fair happy to make your acquaintance. These wolves have gotten the better of me fair self, I fear.
Sir Leo laughs, parentheses. Not bad, you've got the hang of it already. End parentheses.
Hang of what, oh good noble sir?
Parentheses. LOL, you're good, but it's okay to talk out of character if you use parentheses like these. Then I know it's you in real life saying something and not your elf. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Ah, good to know. End parentheses.
Sir Leo smiles. Milady, art thou new around these yonder parts?
Aye, good sir. I am a simple elf orphan whose parents were tragically killed when our town was attacked by wolves, and now I seek nothing in life but to avenge their deaths.
I see. Well, milady, I am a brave and noble elven knight sent to this land to claim it for my king. And, of course, save all the pretty young elf girls who might need rescuing.
Alora blushes.
Parentheses. By the way, you're really a girl, right? I mean, in real life? End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Heh, maybe. I guess you can't tell, huh? End parentheses.
Parentheses. Nope. Online you can be anyone. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. LOL. Well, yes, I'm really a girl. Are you really a boy? End parentheses.
Parentheses. Yup. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. You're not like ... old ... Are you? End parentheses.
Parentheses. Haha. No. I'm 16. You? End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Ooh, I'm 16 too. Actually, I just turned 16 yesterday. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Really? Happy birthday, shift 1, shift 1, shift 1, shift 1, shift 1, end parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Hee hee. Thank you. End parentheses. It was so easy to talk to him. Maybe it was the online thing. In real life I was so shy, always worrying that people would judge me when I opened my mouth. But here I could be anyone, act any way I wanted to. After all, I'd never meet Sir Leo in real life. He probably lived across country, maybe even across the world. We chatted a bit more, and then I had Alora follow him over to the beginner area, where the monsters were more my level. At first, I assumed he'd leave me there and go off to do his own thing, but instead he stayed. And with his help, I was able to gain 3 levels within 15 minutes. Maddy, I've been calling you for the last 10 minutes. What are you doing in there? My mom's voice startled me out of the game. I'd been having so much fun with my new friend online that I'd effectively shut out the real world. But now I heard her footsteps padding up the stairs. Great. Nothing, Mom, I answered, crossing my fingers she wouldn't barge in. But it took a lot more magic than mere finger crossing to keep the monster out. A moment later she was pushing open the bedroom door. Grandma refused to let me get a lock for it. and staring disapprovingly at my computer. "Don't you have homework you should be doing?" she asked. "I don't want you up here playing that game." I caught her taking a quick peek at the screen, probably wondering if I was talking to Dad online. Not that she needed to worry about that. He still hadn't signed on. "No, I did my homework in detention, Mom." "Detention, right." Mom sighed. "Turn off the computer. We're going to have a little talk. We've got to have a little talk." I glanced helplessly back at the screen where Sir Leo had just attacked a pack of wolves, not realizing I turned away from the computer to talk to Mom. His life was low, and he was calling out for me to help him. "Hang on, Mom. I have to—" I turned to the keyboard to finish the fight. I'd save him and then say goodbye. Maybe we could meet later to play more after I got through with Mom. But before I could launch my fireball spell, my computer screen turned black. "What?" I cried, confused. Then I realized my mom had walked over and hit the computer's off switch and was currently standing above me with a self-satisfied look on her face. "Mom! I was right in the middle of—" "When I say turn off the computer, I mean turn off the computer, not continue to play your game," she admonished, walking over to take a seat on my bed. "But I was helping my friend." My stomach churned in panic as I stared at the blank screen. This was terrible. Sir Leo had been so nice to me, and I just up and disappeared without even saying goodbye. The wolves probably killed him, and it was all my fault. Great, now he was never going to want to play with me again. Not that I blamed him. "Can I just log back in and tell him—" "No. I came up here to talk to you, and I need your full attention," Mom said. "If you're going to become this addicted to the game, I'll take it away altogether." I swallowed hard, knowing she was perfectly able to make good on the threat. "Sorry," I muttered. "I'm listening." Mom nodded. "Look, Maddy, I'm sorry I blew up earlier. When you mentioned your father, well, it's a sore subject, as you can imagine." I stared down at my hands. "Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have said that." "Sweetie, I know your father and me separating and you're having to switch schools has been really tough on you. It has for all of us. But you can't let it turn you into someone you're not. You're a wonderful girl. Beautiful, smart, creative. Yet all I see these days is someone who's mad at the world and wants revenge. You just can't go around punching other kids, no matter how angry you are at your father." Ugh. I squeezed my hands into fists. So, like everything else, she was going to blame this on Dad. "I'm not angry at Dad," I informed her. "I'm angry at Billy." "Billy? Who's Billy?" demanded Mom, obviously baffled that anyone could be mad at anyone else in the entire world besides my father. "The kid I hit, Mom. Try to keep up." I knew I was being bratty, but I couldn't help it. "He destroyed my drawing on purpose. He's a total jerk." "Why would he destroy your drawing?" She sounded confused, of course. "Because he's trying to make my life a living hell." I squeezed my hands into fists. "You want to know the truth, Mom? No one likes me at school. They all think I'm a freak." Mom gave my black dress and black and white striped tights outfit a look. "Well, I did warn you about dressing that way." "Oh, I see. So it's all my fault." Mom sighed. "No, of course not. But you go to a smaller school now, and kids aren't going to be as diverse as in Boston. But that doesn't mean they're bad people. You've just got to give them a chance. Get to know them. Let them know you. You're a wonderful, beautiful girl. I'm sure in time the other kids will realize that." "I want to go back to my old school. In Boston." Mom slumped her shoulders. "Maddy, you know we can't do that. I can't afford it." "If you just got back together with Dad—" "Maddy, we've had this discussion." I wanted to press her further, but I knew it would do no good. "Fine," I relented. "I promise to work harder to make friends, and I won't fight and stuff." I knew my promises sounded flimsy and lame, but I'd say anything at that moment to get out of the lecture. Mom stared at me for a moment, then shook her head. "Let's talk about this later when we're both less upset, okay?" she said. "It's dinner time anyway. Grandma cooked a lovely pot roast, and I've made my famous green bean casserole." I glanced longingly back at the computer, wanting nothing more than to log back into the game to find Sir Leo and explain what happened. The last thing I wanted was for him to think I was some total flake who got his character killed. After all, he was my first new friend in forever, even if he was virtual, and I wanted to play with him as much as possible. But Mom had put the smack down and I knew better than to cross her. Better to let her win this round and get back on her good side, even if that did mean digesting Grandma's cooking. "Pot roast?" I said, smiling my widest fake smile. "Sounds delish. Let's eat."